Hello, my name is Kobe Warner. This is koblizzy, and I have a very special announcement. So do not scroll, don't pause, I'll get straight to the point. Today is June 11th. Tomorrow on June 12th, or tonight at midnight, when the clock strikes midnight, bing, I have two brand new songs coming out in honor of my 22nd birthday. June 12th is my 22nd birthday. I'm putting out two songs. They're called Star, which I've been kind of like teasing in like Instagram posts and stuff, but there's also another one called T, which none of you have heard much about. So I'm very excited to release these songs in honor of my birthday. I hope you'll give them a listen. They're like pop rap tracks, and I think they're a lot of fun. Perfect for summertime. Perfect for your party playlists. So koblizzy community, show up and show out. Please go stream Star and T when the clock strikes midnight on Wednesday, June 12th. And in the meantime, you can listen to any of the other koblizzy releases. My favorite's Bad Bitch. Kobe, that's a bad bitch. Koblizzy. So yeah. Yay, two new songs. I hope you'll listen. I'm very excited. I am very excited. And now, back to your regularly scheduled koblizzy programming. Hello, my name is Kobe Warner. This is koblizzy. Welcome back to another episode. I have not made an episode for a couple of weeks. Before that, one episode that I made, I hadn't made episodes for a couple of weeks because I was taking some time off. My dog had passed away, Muggsy, sweet Muggsy, and I was very sad. Still kind of am. But, life goes on and new normals are also like a thing. And I just feel like you learn a lot. Little things, not little things, but little moments. Big things happen in little moments. And life can change very fast. And it almost always happens when you're not expecting it. And that's just a lesson that you learn as you age. And I'm sure I don't have to tell a lot of you anything about that. So yeah, I've been doing well. I've been very, very busy, especially recently. Lots of traveling. I don't remember actually there's a cardinal outside. Hey Muggs. Hey Muggsy, right outside my window. Oh, speaking of the window, I'm relying on natural light today. So I don't know. That's probably not a good idea. It's probably going to go in and out and light and dark and whatever, but I don't know. It's late in the afternoon. It's 4 o'clock. I'm tired. I usually tape this podcast in the morning. Oh my God, there's two cardinals and they flew away. I usually tape this podcast in the morning, so I'm kind of tired. But I'm here. I'm just not like, girl, let me pull these shorts down. They're a little high, riding up a little bit. Anyway, so I'm happy to be here. There is a lot. I don't mean to shake the camera, but again, it's a free-for-all today. Why not? I don't mean to. This is a stream of consciousness, kind of. I don't really have any notes. I do have a lot to say, though. Back to the point I was making. I don't remember when exactly I taped that last episode. I don't remember what it was about, to be honest. But I went to Dallas. I think I had come back and Muggsy passed, and I was here for a couple of weeks. Then I went to Brunswick. Maybe I taped when we came back from Brunswick. I don't even remember where I just got back from. I was in DC. Maybe that's when I taped that episode, was after I got back from DC. I was there for my Blood Disorder Association, the HAEA. And speaking of HAEA, my blood disorder causes like swelling. My hand is in a lot of pain today. I hit it really hard on the cabinet, and it made my hand swell. I had like a HAE breakthrough. I took my medicine, and the swelling's going down. But my hand, this one still hurts. It's my dominant hand, which is so annoying. When I was a kid, I broke my right wrist, so I had to have a cast on my right hand when I was going into like the 6th grade. It was so annoying. A couple years before that, I broke my left wrist. Those are the only bones I've broken so far in life, but they both were pretty inconvenient because your hands. How about I give you a song of the week before I continue to ramble for however long? Please, Please, Please by Sabrina Carpenter came out. This is Monday, June 10th when I'm taping this episode. Please, Please, Please came out and on Friday. I am obsessed. The video, Barry Keoghan's in it. I'm obsessed. They kind of like made the relationship official. Hard launch. I'm obsessed. I love the video. I love the song. People online, I really just like social media is so cool in its essence, but the energy that some people bring to certain platforms is so draining. And I saw so many comments online talking about how hard this song is a flop or they don't like it or whatever. I even had somebody in person tell me they didn't like it. And I was like, you guys are so cool. I don't understand why everybody feels the need to be so critical. Why do you think anybody really cares? And I know that's funny to say when I'm making an opinion based pop culture podcast for the most part with some personal anecdotes once in a while. Like, I know that's funny for me to say, but I feel like I'm not like super critical of most things. I talk about stuff that I like. I don't platform things that I don't like just to talk badly about stuff. I try not to, at least most of the time, unless I really, really don't like something. And I'm talking about art. I'm not talking about like bad politicians or politics. I'll speak out about stuff like that, or genocide. But I don't feel the need to trash artists, or, and I'm not saying I don't not like stuff. There's stuff I don't like all the time. There's albums I listen to and I'm like, I'm bored, but then I'll just really not talk about it. The only album I remember talking like not entirely positive about recently was the Tortured Poets Department, because I thought there was no reason it needed to be a double album if all the songs weren't incredible, and I just didn't think they were all incredible. With that being said, I said please, please, please. I love it. I'm obsessed. I really am. And I love Espresso too, but I love Please, Please, Please. As far as the Tortured Poets Department goes, my favorite song is So Random. Like I said, I don't love all of it, which I just think I think it's silly to add so many songs to an album when they're not all at the same level or on the same caliber. But maybe she feels they are. So, art's subjective. But like I was saying, that's the only album I can remember not even giving like a glowing review. Usually I only talk about things that I love. And the only reason I talked about that is because everybody wanted to know what I thought. Because I always talk about Taylor Swift. Anyway, so I love Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus. What I was saying is that my fave is probably going to be random to you if you listen to the Tortured Poets Department. And it is kind of random. I think the title is dumb. I love Taylor. I like Taylor's music. And I don't even mean, if I say this, it's going to get me in trouble, but I'm like, I like Swifties. I know Swifties in life, but I don't like the online fan community. I was just talking a minute ago about how people are so toxic. Like regarding Sabrina Carpenter, people like in online fandoms are so mean and toxic. And I'll see stuff on Twitter because like I like the artist, and so it'll show me what people are saying about them. And oftentimes the people saying stuff is like fan accounts or whatever. And sometimes they are nasty. And I'm like, you guys. And I just feel like the Swifties online, I think, let me just be real. To call Taylor Swift the songwriter of a generation, I think is an overstatement. But to say she can't write songs and she can't sing is a lie. Do you see what I'm saying? There is a middle ground. There is a gray area. Like to say she is the best because she, is breaking all these numbers records and selling so many albums and breaking these streaming records, and she's making so much money on tour and stimulating the economy. It's like all these things are amazing, yes. But that money doesn't equate cultural currency. Money, dollars, does not equate cultural currency, nor does it equate impact. And Taylor Swift, in my opinion, is a brand that operates like a corporation because she knows what works for her. She knows what people like and expect from her. And she takes those themes and she applies them to different sounds, whether it be country, which is my favorite of her music, or pop, which is solid, or like a folky kind of Lana Del Rey pop sound, or like a dreamy kind of, dare I say, 1975 kind of dream pop, kind of old kind of sound. You know what I'm talking about, like bedroom kind of pop. Or like Midnights, that's kind of the same kind of vibe. Or this Tortured Poets thing, which is like very, very long form. It's kind of more like surrounding the words. The production's not like super striking for most of the album. It's more about what she's saying. And she said herself, she needed songwriting more than ever this album. So I understand this album is about the words. Poet is in the title. This I understand. I find it hard to buy into that tortured poet theme. I'm not saying rich people can't be upset. I'm just saying you're a billionaire in a world. There has never been a wealth disparity in this country as bad as there is currently. It's worse than the Great Depression. Look it up. And to hear, somebody so wealthy call themselves tortured in any right is kind of hard to understand. I'm not saying they can't have feelings and emotions. I'm just saying it's easy to misinterpret something like that. I think the same way I read that is something that other people might think. And I'm not saying, again, not that these people don't have feelings or emotions or lives outside of their money. I'm just saying a lot of people don't have anything to eat or anywhere to sleep or anywhere to lay their head. And those numbers are increasing and growing every day. And nobody cares to do anything about it on a governmental level. So maybe let's just have a certain level of awareness. And I don't think that's holding her to some unnecessary standard. I would think that if anybody that rich said something like that. I love Beyonce quite a lot. And I'm not, off the top of my head, I can't think of a moment where I feel she's overstated like her pain. In 16 Carriages, she talks about how she was broke at one point. Well, at one point when she was on the road in the beginning, I'm sure she didn't have a lot of money to her own name. So, something like that I can understand. Or she has commentary about people working 9 to 5 to stay alive. She's not saying that that's her experience. She's talking about people who are working 9 to 5 to stay alive. I feel that Beyonce, her saddest music is about like getting cheated on, or feeling heartbroken. In a similar vein to Taylor Swift, where that's like the saddest category of their music. But Beyonce, I don't feel that I feel like she's very aware of, she talks about, Beyonce overtly represents her wealth in her music, which is something that Taylor Swift wouldn't dare to do because it's in contrast to her brand of being the girl next door. And I would just like to reiterate, these are not criticisms of Taylor Swift as an artist or as a person. I think what bothers me most, and I love her, and I've loved her for years. And if you listen to my podcast and actually know me, you would know this. So if you're some random, because this popped up in your algorithm and you're about to jump down my throat, save it, call your mother and argue with her. I'm not in the mood. What I'm saying is that a person who really appreciates this artist, I can understand when people are saying things that are silly. To say she's the best ever is incorrect. To say Beyonce is the best ever is, to me, less of an overstatement, but somebody could factually say, okay, well, you've not seen all the artists ever. So, okay, sure, you're right. I can't say she's the best ever. In my lifetime, the person who I feel excels in every facet, both in my opinion and kind of objectively, Beyonce was one of the first, or maybe the youngest. I need to look up the statistic, but she was very, very young when she won a songwriting award from the Songwriting Association when she was in Destiny's Child. Very, very young. I saw this one day. I just don't remember the statistics. So to say she didn't write songs when she was winning songwriting awards in her early 20s is stupid. She wrote a lot of Destiny's Child's #1 hits. Just because she sources out artists and she knows how to collaborate does not mean she can't write songs. She excels in songwriting. She excels in production and vocal production and engineering and performance and direction and stage design. Watch her documentaries. I'm like, if you haven't seen all the material, I don't want to hear your opinion about that, okay? Because I've seen it all. And I've also seen all of Taylor Swift's material. And like I said, I like the girl. And I always say sad is my favorite genre. There's nothing I love more than a good sad song. But to say she's the best ever is objectively incorrect in my opinion. But to say she's bad is also silly and also wrong. Both can be true. So I love Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus. I feel that the title is a little long. I think if it were me, if you're asking my opinion, which she isn't, but you might be. If it were me, I would have called it Chloe or Sam. I think the implications this person's bisexual. Your hologram stumbled into my apartment. Hands in the hair of somebody in darkness named Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus, and I just watch it happen. Is how it starts. It's like, oh, your shadow, your hologram, but your ghost floats into my apartment with your hands in somebody's hair named Chloe or Sam or Sophia Marcus. It's supposed to be like, him or her or him or her. And so I love that. I love how it fits in the song, the names. I don't mind it, but I just think the title's a little long, and I think because of that title, some people might be prone to write it off because it kind of looks a little crazy. Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus. And it's not the only crazy looking title on the album, to be honest. Like one's like, I'm going to get you back, and it's all one word, and I just don't get that. One says, thank you, Amy, with Kim in all capital letters, the rest of the letters in lowercase, and it's like a Kim Kardashian diss track, but like with acoustic guitar. It's just, Taylor Swift is she's a rare bird. But I don't feel that the themes that she covers are that rare, and so that's why I find it hard to buy into the best ever kind of narrative, because there's not enough experimentation for me there. I think the best ever would probably be pretty versatile. Um, so yeah, please, 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 loving it. Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus, I love. I really like the Black Dog as well. And I enjoy Down Bad. It's kind of more simple, but I enjoy that one as well. And those are kind of like the tracks that I've gone back to out of the 31 song Taylor Swift album, The Tortured Poets Department. 31, 31, 31, including the the double album stuff, the 15 extra songs. The first part of the album, 16 songs. So yeah, I think I got back from DC when I recorded Koblizzy last time. I am, I don't even remember where I've gone. Like I went somewhere recently and I can't remember where. It was Indiana and then I came home. I don't know, but like I'm just kind of zonked today. I had 3 photo shoots this weekend. I had one every day. I had one on Friday, one on Saturday, and one on Sunday. And the one on Friday was like 8 hours. I was gone like 9 hours from my house. The one on a Saturday was like, if I said Saturday the first time, I meant Friday. And if I said Friday the first time and I meant Friday, just ignore that I corrected it. On Saturday, it went a long time too. It was like 8 hours. It wasn't supposed to be. That was kind of a weird experience. And then my photo shoot yesterday on Sunday, like I said, it's Monday today. It was only like 3 or so hours. We were outside. It was kind of hot. And so then we like looked through the pictures. But I'm just like really tired of like dragging suitcases like everywhere. With full of outfit options and stuff. Like I love modeling, but it was crazy to like, I usually when you do shoot every day consecutively like that, it's for like a job or like the same thing. But this was like a different thing every day. It was really kind of wild. And I was driving all the way into like Atlanta every time because I live outside of the city. So yeah, it was just like kind of a tiring weekend. I'm just a little tired today, but trying to get stuff done at home, trying to prepare. On Friday, I'm going to Boston for the weekend. And then after that, I'm coming home. And in 2 weeks following that, I'm going to New York City for Pride. And so I have to like kind of get my ducks in a row regarding some of my affairs, you know, posting and promoting the songs that are coming out in 2 days. Star NT, so excited. You know, as well as continuing to promote them after release and continuing to ride the koblizzy horse, you know, trying to stay on this podcast and not take too many more breaks after the past, you know, month or two of not posting much. So I'm just trying to like wake the F up as Saturn returns and wake up. Like Ariana Grande's new album has a sample from some YouTube video talking about wake up. Really loving that album, by the way, still. Eternal Sunshine, like Supernatural with Troy. True Story, always loved. Still listening to Fantasize. Sorry, Ariana, but that leak was so cunty. I don't listen to any of the other leaks, but Fantasize is like such a good song. I don't care if... I just don't care. It's really good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't listen to any other leaks, I promise. But that one was so popular. Like, you can't be mad at all of us, can you? Well, you can. You really can. I swear to God, I'm not like a person who listens... Actually, I listen to a leak once in a while, but not like a lot of leaks. Like, the leaks that I go back to are Fantasize and like Art Pop Part 2 leaks by Lady Gaga from her like album from a decade ago. Yeah, so that's it. Sorry, Ariana. Sorry, Gaga. But if you put if you put Art Pop Part 2 out, Gaga, I wouldn't listen to the leak on SoundCloud. Sorry. I'm sure the light's crazy and going in and out. It looks like it's getting dimmer. Yeah, can you tell I'm tired today? Like at the beginning, I had to be all energetic to say the songs were coming out, but I'm really kind of lethargic, feeling kind of sleepy. But I just wanted to get back on the horse, and I wanted it to be on time, and I didn't want to like post it the episode. I didn't want to post it late. Like when I'm independently doing stuff and it's just me producing, editing, conceptualizing, and you know posting, it's so easy for me to be like, oh, well, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it in an hour, and I just put stuff off when there's no deadline or there's like nobody to answer to. So yeah, that's not a great quality, and I feel like I just need to stay on the horse a little bit better. So I'm doing my best. Maybe I should talk about more music I've listening. More music I've listening. I've been listening to a lot of music. Sometimes I'll get in errors where I like want to listen to a lot of new music, and I'm I'm in one of those like episodes. My phone was off for some reason. I'm in one of those stages right now where like I want to listen to a lot of new music, and Zayn's new album, I actually don't remember what it's called. At the Dining Table? No, that's a Harry Styles song. Zayn's new album, I forget what it's called. I'll look when my phone comes on. But it's so good. It really is like a fantastic album. It's such a different vibe from his like contemporary R&B like pop music that he used to make for his first 4 albums, 3. Um, so fire. What's it called? Room Under the Stairs. My favorite songs are What I Am, Grateful, Alienated, Stardust, Birds on a Cloud. Um, those are my favorites. And the Alienated demo. Concrete Kisses, I like that one too. Great album. I circled back to Blonde by Frank Ocean recently. I haven't listened to that one for a couple of years because it kind of hurts. So many memories attached to that from high school, from college, just so many memories. But that's been like something I love. You know, I love Blonde. It's a classic album. You all know it. I love Nikes. I love Ivy, Pink and White. I love Self Control. I love Nights. I love White Ferrari. Godspeed. Love them. Love that album. Tiny Habits. My Tiny Habits. Sweet, sweet Tiny Habits put out their debut album, All for Something. 12 tracks. I saw them live with my dad in Atlanta probably like 2 months ago. They were so good. And then I saw them like maybe a year or 2 ago when they were opening for Gracie Abrams at the Eastern in Atlanta. They were so good then too. So I just love Tiny Habits. I love their music, such a chill vibe. A lot of it's really sad, and you know me, sad's my favorite genre. All for Something. My favorite songs are well, the intro, Circling, is really beautiful, but there's an upbeat song track too, People Always Change, kind of a different sound for them. Love it. I love Flicker. It was one of the singles, one of my favorites, and they performed it live. Loved it. I love Broken. It's a song written by Maya exclusively, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Maya and Benjamin, her cousin Ben. And I heard that one for the first time at their show in Atlanta a couple months ago. They each put a song that they wrote on the album. Malleable is by Sinya. Planting Flowers is by Judah. That's my other favorite, Planting Flowers. I love I Don't Have the Heart. Wishes is really beautiful. I really like their album. It's stunning, as well as their EP that they put out a year and a half ago. Love that one too. They're really good. They're just so good. And I'm proud to know them. So I've also been listening to the Braxtons cover of The Boss by Diana Ross from 1996. That's when the Braxtons covered it. That's Tamar, Tawanda, and Trina. Random, but loving it. My grandma told me about an Aretha Franklin song I didn't know called Don't Play That Song. And that's like my favorite song right now. So thanks, Granny. What else have I been listening to? Kaya, my friend Kaya, I hung out with her while I was in my hometown, and she played Fade Into You by Mazzy Star. And I had heard Miley Cyrus cover that song a year or 2 ago on Tiny Desk, but I didn't know what song it was. So thanks, Kaya, for showing me it was Mazzy Star. I really love Ray like Euphoria, not Euphoria, Ray like Escapism. She has an album called Euphoric, Sad Songs, that came out in 2020 when she was still with that record label that she didn't like. But she makes good pop music. It's a good album. I love Change Your Mind, Regardless, Natalie Don't, and Love of Your Life, Walk On By, too. I'm very excited for Short and Sweet, Sabrina Carpenter's album. I love Please, 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 and Espresso. Like I said, loving the music video. Omar Apollo's new album is coming out soon. I'll be listening to that. Yeah, so that's the music I've been listening to. I've been watching like Dance Moms compilations, and New Girl. My friend Kaya that I just mentioned, she showed me New Girl. Somehow I had never seen New Girl before, so I've been watching New Girl. I'm on season 3. I started at the beginning, loving it. Love New Girl. I've been watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like I have been watching like consistently for the past 5 years. Been watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta like at any given moment, any given part of the show, forever. I love that show. What else have I been watching? I watched this Jacob Elordi movie with my friend Bella the other day. It was really horrible. It's the only Jacob Elordi movie besides The Kissing Booth that I didn't like. But The Kissing Booth, at least he like, it was like fun, kind of. Like it was kind of like kitschy. But this movie that he did, it was called He Went That Way. He was playing like a serial killer. It just didn't make any fucking sense. So I didn't love that. But he was hot, so there's that. Follow me on Letterboxd if you want to. I don't have any followers at Kobe Warner. I'm gonna just try to start writing more reviews. I feel like I've only written a couple, but I feel like people really use Letterboxd as like a social platform, and maybe it's better than like all the other ones. My ears are literally like sore from all the all the earrings that I wore this weekend, like shooting, or maybe just these headphones are pressing on these earrings. But I'm just like drained. I don't mean to complain. Like a lot of people are doing a lot harder work, but I don't know. I think people don't understand the effort that goes into let me not try to make a case for models having a hard job, but I'm like, it's not. It takes, it takes something. It takes something, and it certainly takes energy. And my anemic ass don't got much of that. So I do my best. We make do. So yeah, I've just been like really busy, like auditioning and working and submitting myself for jobs and, accepting auditions with my agents and doing photo shoots and test shoots and preparing for travel and, trying to coordinate outfits for everything and just keep my life together. I need to clean like my room. I need to clean the basement. There's stuff to be done. There's always something to do. I recorded a demo today, which is exciting, putting out new songs and finishing other ones and starting other ones. Yeah, it's like the circle of musical life. It's always going, hopefully. At least when inspiration's striking, it's always going. So yeah, life's been good. I'm doing okay. I'm happy to be back making an episode of Koblizzy, and I intend to try to stay on schedule in the near future. I promise I'm going to do my best. I promise. I know so many of you miss me when I go, and I understand. I really do. So this has been Koblizzy, episode, I think, 64, which is kind of crazy. Let's get to 100. Let's see if I can, keep it up for 30 weeks straight, 35 weeks straight, and get us there. Divas, 36 weeks straight. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please stream Star and T when they come out at midnight tonight, or if it's past June 12th, 2024, they're already out. Please listen. Please give this podcast a follow. Please give it a rating or a review if that's an option. If you're watching on YouTube, give it a like, give it a comment. Follow me on social media, specifically Instagram and TikTok at koblizzy. And you can go to my website to see my full portfolio, as well as contact me and see my podcast, as well as any other information regarding important career things, koblizzy.com. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go take a actually, it's too late to take a nap, but I'm going to go lay on the couch, probably fall asleep, and wake up at 3 a.m. and not be able to go back to sleep and be confused and disheveled. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or morning or whatever you are doing or are experiencing. Have a good life. Listen to Star and T, please. I really do love you guys. I'm sorry I've neglected you for the past month or two. I've just been so sad. But, we're on the mend. Like I said, a new normal is always around the bend. I was a bar. And on that note, I must go to my car.